closed, our analysis of battle data has revealed significant shifts in team composition within regular matches, showcasing a vibrant diversity of lineups. However, as the skill level escalates, compositions centered around double shields and range have displayed considerable prowess. Despite this, players have continuously honed and experimented with new compositions and strategies, further enriching the battlefield. Okay. I feel like, okay, this is my only complaint with Marvel Rivals, is I feel like all of their fucking paragraphs are ChatGPT shit. And all the devs read these paragraphs that are written out loud in their videos. Vanguard. Reduce the delay time for shield restoration after releasing Living Legend from 3 to 2 seconds. That's nice. That's very nice. They are Chinese, give them a break. That's fair. It could be Google Translate. It could be. But I'm just saying, they're super rich, and if they want to hire a community manager to speak, I'd be willing to do that part-time. You know, I would do that. I could level my WoW accounts while I'm doing community manager shit, right? Reduce Liberty Rush cooldown from 12 to 10 seconds. That's his dash, right? A little bit more health. I don't understand the 25 extra HP. Does that take a Hawkeye? No, not a Hawkeye. No, Hawkeye would be 3 shots to kill that, right? Because he does 200 damage at basic, and then like full charge is like 300. So that would take it from... No, it's still 3 shots to kill it. Could you translate Chinese? No, I could take Google Translate and then turn this into actual words. Yes. This can be worked with. For sure. Increase base health from 650 to 675. When I worked at Blizzard, I literally talked to Koreans, Chinese, European, and ANZ community managers, and then I would take their information and then turn it into text, and then I would feed it into Nate. Or whatever, vice versa. Reducing the threat range and increasing the defense window of Sorcerer Supreme. Add damage fall off to Maelstrom of Madness and Gamma Maelstrom, starting at 5 meters. Oh, good! Because right now, he kind of like walks in and pops his E and blows everybody up. They're doing damage fall off at 5 meters, so you can't get blown up as easily. Slightly decrease the shield value recovery after releasing a shield of the Seraphim from 80 to 70 seconds. Thor. The God of Thunder could use some slightly increased survivability and improved success rate to his ultimate ability. Increases health from 500 to 525. Does he still have the season buff, though? Added immunity to control effects during God of Thunder. Oh, I didn't know you could CC it. Good to know. I am worried about all these ults having, like, iframes, though, right? Dr. Banner has been dominant, but some decrease sustained combat capability upon entering the battlefield or bring him more in line, reducing indestructible guard gamma shield value for hero hook from 250 to 200. What? I feel like Hulk is only strong when you take out Hawkeye and Hela. Are they trying to get ahead of that because they know Hawkeye and Hela are getting nerfed? With increased survivability and the threat of this ultimate ability, the symbiote Menace will strike fear in the back lines. Increase the resilience bonus health ratio, gain per a lost health point from 1.2. Nice. His E already felt pretty good. That just makes him stronger. Like, this is actually a clever way to make him more tanky with not reducing his mobility. By making him be able to stay in the fight longer, he can now swing in, dive, buy a little bit more time. Because, like, anytime you try to, like, swing out again, if you swing in and dive, you're, like, a second or two off where you need, like, healing. If you get a little bit more shields, he could definitely leave again. Increase the base damage of Feast of the Abyss from 40 to 50. Wait. So are they still doing 50% of the max health and then doing 50 damage on top of it? So, like, in theory, if you're facing off against a support, 250 health, what you would do is you would normally hit them for your ultimate, and that would reduce them down to 125, and then you would do 40 damage on top of that. So the 125 minus 40 would be down to 85 health. Now they're at 75 health, which, if you fall up into an auto attack, 1 headshot will kill them now, or 2 body shots. It's something. I was hoping for, like, a little bit more health being shaved off. Like 60%. It's cheesy addressing the characters by their government names. Well, the Hulk isn't called the Hulk in the game. The Hulk is called Bruce Banner. When I was doing my A to Z series, I didn't realize the B was going to come first. So they call him Bruce Banner rather than the Hulk. Yeah, he's called Bruce Banner. That's why Dr. Banner is a play. Like, they're playing into the Banner fantasy. If you have a fantasy of being Banner. That's why you start with Banner. T'Challa is called T'Challa. There's like 3 different Black Panthers. Widowmaker is called Natasha in the movies. We're slightly decreasing T'Challa's combat survivability. Reduce the additional health provided to self after refreshing vibranium marks. Wait, what? Oh, wow. To be fair, I do think this is kind of needed. So I've been watching a little bit of esports. I'm not addicted, okay, chat? I'm not addicted. But I have been watching some other tournaments and like looking at like what's happening in metas across the world. And China is picking up Black Panther like crazy. Black Panther is being played to the point where he's being banned out over Hawkeye. A couple times here and there in tournaments. So I think China was already on to aggression can win games like this. Like they fucking spam their ultimates for full tempo. They usually get 2 or 3 tempo ultimates and then they bring in Black Panther and just run people down. So I think they're trying to get ahead of that curve. And also they're a Chinese-based company, right? So it makes sense that they're paying attention to their meta. Black Widow. Black Widow to me is the weakest character in the game. Natasha was very much in need of optimization when evaluating the release experience of her abilities, as well as slightly increasing the threat of her ultimate ability. Increase the range of the first effect of Edge Dancer from a 3-meter radius to a 5-meter radius. That's appreciated. She felt so awkward. People would dive you, and you would have to like walk into them to hit your E to knock them up and then shoot them, right? So a little bit more radius might help out with that. And it's a massive cooldown too. It's 15-second cooldown. Reduce the time required for Fleetfoot to recover from 0 stamina to full from 12 to 4 seconds. Great. When she's running around, she can feel really strong. But when you run out of your stamina gauge, you just are a sitting duck. So it's nice that like, you can move a lot more now. Because like this 12 seconds made it to where you want to stand behind your enemy lines instead of like getting in the front lines. I was hoping for some buffs to her melee. Because her melee feels like awful. Like, it's a guaranteed hit if you're up close and you're using your E, but it's a lot easier to go for a hip-fire headshot. Reduce the time required for electrical plasma explosion, ultimate ability to reach maximum power. I feel like this ult just feels weird. Because you have to go into first-person mode, then charge it, then aim it, and it removes the rest of your kit to do it. So you have to like preemptively get high ground to land it on people, right? I don't know. I think Black Widow might feel strong with this, but I feel like you know how everyone says Storm is disjointed and her like kit makes no sense? I feel like Black Widow makes no sense for like a mobile sniper in this game. Hawkeye will decrease the medium long range damage capability, reducing the threat combat radius and slightly improving the close combat resistance for the avenging archer. Slightly reduce the spread angle between every 2 blast arrows on his explosive arrows. So are they trying to make it to where you can shotgun people with the explosive arrows? Because like he has 2 modes. No one uses the second mode, but he has the one mode which is a one shot that you can like charge and shoot people, and that's the one everyone uses to kill. It's good up close. And then he has like this explosive one where he pulls 3 out and then you can shoot them in the ground and poof, they pop and they do damage. I think they're trying to get those to be a little bit stronger. Reduce the triggering distance of passive ability archer's focus from 60 meters to 40 meters. Oh! Reduce the maximum additional damage of the passive from 80 to 70. So they're nerfing... I mean, he's still good. He's more mid-range, though, than long-range now, though. Huh. Huh. The Goddess of Death has been a menace and will be slightly decreasing her combat strength. Reduce base health from 275 to 250. Like... That's not the problem with her. The problem is she can get super aggressive at mid-range combat, and the moment you put any damage on her, she flies up in the air, becomes invincible during the entire animation, then rains down hell on you from across the map, and has map hacks! And she quadruples her health! That's the problem! The ultimate! That shit is wildly good. But I do think people are getting better at handling it, so I don't mind the surgical change here. Like, Hela to me is like top 3, and she's like the 3rd in OP characters in this patch, right? Magic. The Queen of Limbo needed an increase to her threat after unleashing her ultimate ability. Increase Umbral incursion damage and Darkchild. I don't know Magic. I need to learn her. I can't speak on this character. Just ban her? She's not worth a ban, in my opinion. But why everyone plays her and succeeds with her is usually her ultimate. And that she can 3-shot people. But that comes down to people, 1, not playing with their teammates, 2, healers not being focused on the area of where Hela is focusing because she has a silent auto attack. And then I had one more point, but I lost it. Moon Knight. The Hand of Khonshu will receive a slight increase of threat. What? Increase the number of talons generated by the Hand of Khonshu, ultimate ability, from 10 to 14. Increase the explosion radius of each talon from 4 meters to 5 meters. So his ult is going to do bigger damage and more consistent damage? I think this is like a change to affect the overall player base, because the pro scene is really good with them. The usual combo with the pro scene right now is Groot ult into Moon Knight ult, and you delete everybody. Like, no one can out-heal it. So this makes this more deadlier, but it's probably better in casual play, because like it still does what it was already doing in pro play. We're optimizing the throwing field of Namor's eggs, adjusting the throwing field of monster spawn and frozen spawn. Now Namor can more accurately throw them to the desired location. That's cool. They had some weird like locations that they landed. I think they're always gonna be working on this. Like, there's a lot of clipping that happens in the game, especially on like swingers, right? You get stuck on things, or you're like trying to climb, you're like running and then you bump into a wall. So they kind of have to fix that in general, and maybe that's kind of helping towards that. I didn't realize his ult did something like that. I thought it was just hands coming down. Yeah, so he opens a big moon sphere and a lot of damage things come through, and technically you could dodge a couple of them. It's just an area of effect, so they're just like making that area more deadly. We'll be providing more options for other heroes to counter the Demon Slayer's ultimate. Now, Dance of Butterfly will check for barriers, including Magneto's metal bulwark, Hulk's destructible guard, etc. Oh! So, wait, what? If I have a Magneto and I put a wall up when she ults, it's gonna hit the wall instead of me? Right? That's cool. I like that. That's good. Because, like, Psylocke is a character that it's kind of on the two ends of the spectrum. On one side of the spectrum, you need really good talent to play her, right? I know, some of you are like, but she's invisible! But you do have to have, like, good headshot clicking. But then you have this whole thing where her kit allows her just to shift in invisible and pop her Q and kill everybody, and, like, you don't have time to react. So I do like that. That does make Sue Storm a lot stronger as a support. Because she's coming out and she has shields to give to her teammates, right? So now, when Psylocke ults, she can decide, I'm going to put a shield on you, and that will take one hit. That makes Sue a lot more fun and engageable. Punisher. We're slightly increasing the damage capability of Frank's weapons, slightly reduce the spread of deliverance and an adjudication. Hang on, chat. This is why I hate reading on stream. Because I don't pronounce shit right. I never do. I've always been a reader, not a speaker.
Adjudication.
Adjudication, baby. Slightly reduce the spread of deliverance and adjudication. That's the shotgun and his gun, right? His main primary weapons. Making a more hit scan, I guess. Yeah. We're increasing Wanda's combat strength when she's facing duelist or strategies. Good, she needs it. It's funny because in the beta she was a terror, and I think a combination of two things happened. One, they got nerfed, or she got nerfed, and then two, people got better at understanding her, right? Increased chaos controls fixed damage from 50 to 60. Where's Kags? Kags, they're buffing Scarlet Witch! Chaos! And reduce the percentage damage per second from 5% to 3%. Wait, what? Increase chaos controls fixed damage from 50 to 60. Reduce the percentage damage. Oh! So they're making her generally good against everybody, but less tank killy? I kind of like that she was a tank killer. I like that a lot. Increasing the burst projectile damage from 30 to 35. Huh. I like that she could be a team up with Magneto, give him a sword, and the two of them could work together, shielding, providing shields, and destroying tanks in the front line together. I wonder how that'll feel. I don't know. I'm not a Scarlet Witch main. I just kind of like Switch. Storm! Yes! This is why we're here, chat. This is why we're here, right? Here we go. The Weather Witch needed an overall... She's not a witch. Okay. This is the first thing I would fix if I was a community manager. The Weather Goddess, not witch, needed an overall increase to her damage capability. We're also optimizing the feel of her left-click projectile and the release experience of her ultimate ability. Increased wind projectile speed from 100 to 150, and left-click damage from 50 to 55. Okay. So, is that at long range? Because her fall-off falls off after 15 meters. That's what everyone whines about. Which is fine. Like, she's meant to be, like, in the front line with her team. That's how she feels. But everyone tries to play her as, like, a long-range sniper like Iron Man. So my question is, Does she have the drop-off still? And look if there's any changes here. So this is up close, but that's fine. 55 damage means within 5 shots you can kill Squishy if they get no healing, right? Which with your Bolt Rush, 80, 55, that's 135 plus 50. You could do it in 4. You could do left click, right click, left click to finish. That's without your E. So you could kill people pretty quickly here. Yeah. It's crazy what 15 damage will do? Pretty nutty. Let's see here. After releasing Omega Hurricane, the bonus health provided to herself will be increased from 350 to 450. Great. One thing that was a good counter against her that I really hated playing against, but like I had to clear to get back to my team, was Penny Nest. So Penny, if you don't know this, her damage on her landmines, I think, are 45 when they come out of the nest, and they're 60 when they come out of her, right? So this gives you the ability to tank 1 more nest mine and 1 more mine from her. Because that'll be 95 damage if I'm doing my math right. So, you know, 2 more little mines, ain't gonna hate it. Moreover, following its conclusion, the extra health will no longer vanish. What? Instantly, but will instead diminish at a rate of 100 per second. So you could dive the back line now, and then say, Lightning Bolt! And you have some shields, and you could say, I'm gonna commit to killing these motherfuckers, and then slowly drift your way back to the fight, instead of like, usually now when I play, I move into the fight, and if I don't kill someone within the first half of the ult, I decide to start pulling back to my team, because I'm gonna need, like, protection. But now I can commit fully to killing somebody, maybe find a second kill, lightning bolt behind enemy lines. My team can be running in, and I can be just casting a storm. That's cool. Those are good buffs, actually. I feel good about that. Not too much, but enough to, like, fill that fantasy. Give me a little bit of tools here. I can maybe kill Iron Man a little bit quicker now. And I'll have a shield at the end of a fight. Cool. Cool. She shouldn't have to reload. Yes, no, balance, games, video. I don't know, man. Like, everyone else has to reload, so, like, if you're in the background throwing wind and storm at people, you're good. Also, if you want to go lore-wise, like, Storm does have to work with the elements. Like, she can control them, but she has to bring them in around her before they, like, unleash, right? She can't do it on a whim, so, like, I don't know. You can say she's, like, manifesting the wind into her hand. Squirrel Girl. We're increasing the threat of Dory and her furry friends. Addition of a new effect to the unbeatable squirrel tsunami. The squirrels will rush towards the nearest enemy after bouncing instead of bouncing random. Dude, I have worked so hard at getting my storm and like my squirrel girl to hit the angles so I can get good bounces. Now I can just fucking run it down on people and they're gonna get damage on them. And the funny part is, like, no one really shoots the tsunami anyways. I feel like this 300 health is actually negligible. Like, it seems like it's a lot, but nobody shoots it. Like, I've actually tried to sit and, like, shoot him, but I can't do it. Winter Soldier. We'll be adjusting Bucky by decreasing his long-range combat strength and increasing survivability in medium-close range. Increasing the bonus health provided by Bionic Cook and Tainted Voltage from 30 to 40. Increase Roderstern's projectile damage from 70 to 75. Reduce the area damage from 70 to 65, and reduce damage decay from 65% at 40 meters to 60%. Increase base health from 250 to 275. I don't play Bucky. I played him once, missed all my shots, and said I'm not playing this character, so I can't speak to this. I find Winter Soldier to be kind of whatever until he hits me twice in the head, and then I'm mad at him. But I'm sure Winter Soldier mains will like that. Wolverine. Logan will receive an increase to base combat strength, but a slight decrease to the additional survivability after activating Undying Animal. Increase base health from 300 to 350. Reduce the damage reduction ratio provided by Undying Animal. Yeah, so Wolverine, I kind of wanted his passive to be hit here. That's how I would balance him, is like I make it a little bit easier for you to get your passes up so people can play a little bit more aggressive. But in pro play, dude, I've been watching tournaments and Wolverine is a fucking menace. Like, he is just capturing people left and right, opening doors with people. He's inting on cooldown, but like people are using that to their advantage. He deletes tanks. His ult are really good. Like, I can't speak about Wolverine, but in coordinated play, he is destructive from what I've seen. Strategist. Ty and Tandy will receive an increase to their healing capability as well as expansion and coverage area of their ultimate ability. An expansion? Really? Reduce Dagger Storm cooldown from 15 to 12. That's nice. That feels really nice. Increase the number of dashes in Eternal Bond. Ultimate ability from 3 to 4. Okay. I also heard that you switch between Cloak and Dagger a lot faster as well. I don't know if that's been confirmed anywhere, but in the content creator server, which I want to get in the future, I need to apply for that. You can switch faster. Which I feel like is all the fun in Cloak and Dagger, right? Is like throwing all your shit out as Dagger and then switching over to Cloak and then doing a little bit of DPS, like iframing some important ability and then going back. So that's cool. Jeff the Land Shark will be adjusting the range of his ultimate ability so it now better fits to the warning marker. In addition, we'll also be increasing his hailing capability. It's Jeff, range from 10 meter sphere to a 10 meter radius. Oh, is that why? Is that why it was busted? It was a sphere? So it's going from this, chat. It's going from, so this would be the zone. And apparently it had a whole sphere around it. That would explain why, like, if I was over here, I would sometimes not get hit as Storm, but if I'm, like, right here, sometimes it would grab my toe and kill me. I had no idea it was a sphere. I just thought it was, like, a circle portal or whatever, and then he just, like, nommed up. And now it's going from that to this, but 5 meters instead of what? Was it a 10 meter sphere? Okay, so it was a 10 meter radius, so it's more like this. I'm okay with that. Yeah. So the main thing is around the circle, and they have a cylinder above it to match it. Good to know. I can get 5 meters away on my character, no problem. All right, Jeff. All right, I see you. Let us know. While we've enjoyed her dropping the base, we've made adjustments to Luna Snow's ultimate ability to prevent players from abusing her capabilities. Increase the interval of switching between healing and damage and fade of both worlds from 0.1 to 0.5. Do we think the 12-second ultimate is cool? Was that necessary to keep? Could we not have shaved off like 3 seconds? You know? Yeah. I don't care about the fucking healing into damage rotation. The duration of not being able to do anything for 12 seconds is ridiculous. This is the only patch note I find infuriating. I hate Luna Snow with a passion, and I know the devs love her, so they're gonna keep her whatever. But, like, I hate her. I hate her so much. All right, Mantis. We'll be making Mantis a bit less fleet-footed, reducing her roaming support capability. Her movement speed has been reduced from 2.5 to 1.5. I didn't mind her movement speed, actually. I think Mantis is actually, like, what support should be balanced for, because she feels pretty good. Yeah. Rocket Raccoon. Rocket can use an enhancement of his healing capability, increase the healing repair mode from 60 to 70. Okay, so he's got a buff on healing. I was kind of hoping for something more around his E. His E is what, a 45-second cooldown, chat? I don't know. I guess he is kind of small, so you don't want to overtune him, because, like, he has a hard hitbox to hit. I don't know. He's, like, strong in some scenarios and feels kind of meh in others. Team-up abilities. To further tone down Hawkeye's oppression, we'll be reducing his seasonal buff. Reduce Hawkeye's seasonal buff from 20 to 15%. Wait, what? What? They're keeping his seasonal buff? How long is the seasonal buff staying? It's a new season. Much like Hawkeye, Hela's overwhelming power will receive a slight reduction. Reduce Hela's seasonal bonus from 20. What? Why not just bake that into their kits then if you're going to keep it all the time? It's weird. Let us know Namor. We'll be increasing the threat of Namor's frozen spawn. I think it's fair. I feel like it's not really that terrifying to me. I honestly think the slow, and this might sound ridiculous, chat, but I think the slow needs to be like 80%. Like, this slow should be so demanding of your attention. It's a team up on a, what, decent cooldown. I think it was like 20 seconds. I haven't played Namor in a while. It's on a decent cooldown. It should feel impactful. And the best thing you can do against players to not stun them or root them is to slow them about 80 to 90% before they respawn back. Right? So we'll see how that feels. But 25 to 30% is not going to feel much different. Damage, sure. Rocket Raccoon, the Punisher, Winter Soldier. Reduce the cooldown of ammo and vision from 45 to 40. Oh, nice. So that kind of matches his E. But this is actually a really, really strong team up. Like, if I have a Punisher and I can just throw that on him and he can just mow people down, it feels really good. And, like, you usually get a push every 30 to 40 seconds, so it works out. Slow of 89%, but immediately clears when the frozen spawn is killed. Yeah, like, it should be something where, like, Namor throws something down, and you're like, we need to kill this tentacle fucker, or we're going to die. Like, it should feel deadly, right? Like, compare that with, like, Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl literally has, like, a click button that throws something. It's a massive AoE, and it just roots everyone there, right? And then you can follow up with 2 more roots. Like, you can literally see someone for 6 seconds straight with Squirrel Girl if you're good enough, right? And then you have no more just tickling you and, you know, just slowing you by 30%. Thor, Storm, Captain America will be enhancing the damage capability of Storm's side of the team. Reduce the cooldown of Charge Gale from 20 to 15. Increase the damage from... Oh, the damage is whatever. The tech on this, I'm gonna have to talk about it in my Storm video. I gotta get that put together. We should do that right after this chat, actually, if you guys are down. The tech from Storm's Chain Lightning is so sick, bro. Oh my god. We're gonna be deadly, dude. We're gonna be so deadly. My god. The 15 seconds is huge here, because, like, the main appeal of this character's team-up isn't the damage. The damage is nice, right? Like, you put this, you do your point-blank damage with the 80, you do the 55, you do an auto-attack afterwards, then suddenly you have 200 damage, right? And then you're following up with lightning bolts. You start to really start cooking pretty quickly. The main appeal of this is if I do a chain lightning and it hits 3 people, I build 5% of my ult. I'm literally for free, if I am aiming in the general direction of my opponent and 2 or 3 of them are grouped up, I'm getting 5% of my ult. Massive. Love it. Love it. All right, cool. I like the patches overall. The only one I didn't like was Luna Snow. But I'm probably biased towards Luna Snow. What do you guys think? What are your opinions on these buffs, chat? Am I just fucking talking at a mile an hour? TrikSlyr is going to continue to tear things up. Ain't stopping. I just like the mixed messaging, because on one hand they call them buffs, seasonal buffs, on the other hand they call team up anchor bonus, so which is it? Yeah, I was kind of under the impression that there would be a different focus on certain characters, like 2 tanks would be really strong this season now, and then there would be different team ups, so like maybe we lose a Storm team up, but we get a different team up with somebody else, like Johnny 5, right? I thought that would kind of happen. You see anything in the pick rate, win rate that surprised you? Is it out? Where's it out? Season story, hero, hot list? Hot list, huh? Competitive, rank. Let's do my rank. Diamond. Ooh, I love this shit. Okay, so these are win rates, huh? Doctor Strange, clear away the best tank. Luna Snow, clearing away one of the highest picked healers, makes sense. Mantis being 53%. I mean, that's why they tried to remove her movement. They probably thought that was the reason why she was so hard to lock down. Honestly, so far, no outliers. So, again, as someone that worked with devs and whatnot in games, and again, this could be different hero shooters, you're aiming for 45 to 55% for your win rates on characters. I see why they are nerfing Hulk a little bit here. But you also have to juxtapose it with the pick rate, right? This is a 30% pick rate, so you might have enters that just suck if they're just playing Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange is in every game, right? And if you have 2 Doctor Strange in every game, that's going to nullify each other out. So typically, if it's starting to go to the positive win rate, that means the opposing team didn't pick a Doctor Strange, right? But so far, these numbers look pretty good. This is starting to be a bit of an outlier right here. Can I filter by win rate? That's a good question. Yes. There we go. Wow. Now, this is where it's weird. Only 4% of people pick Magic, but the people that pick Magic are really good at Magic. So this is acceptable. I would say this is acceptable too. I think also another part of this that you have to think about when you're looking at win rates and whatnot is if it's a low pick rate, that means people aren't facing off against it, which means they're not adapting and learning well against it. What you want to do against the Magic, from my games, is you want to spread out, make her chase people, and then either A, heal the target. If you're the other healer, heal the target being focused, and then someone else needs to be hitting her, right? And then when she starts to run away, everyone turns to put their damage on it. But that requires 3 people to play like-minded versus her, 1 person, running it down on someone, right? So this screams to me like maybe a little overtuned, but low pick rate. Let's let the players learn a little bit, right? Mantis, this is almost 25% of the population playing this character, which means you have a chance, if you don't have a Mantis on your team, you probably have a chance at losing 3% more, right? So that's what you need to consider there. Hey, Rocket's Elite! Let's go, baby! Iron Man. Now, what I want to find out is what happens to Iron Man's win rate when he is not playing with Hulk. There's another part too with Hulk. It's like a team up. What happens when Hulk and Iron Man are separated and they don't have the team ups? Black Panther makes sense. Low pick rate, decent win rate. I think these are all like really fair numbers. There's no outliers yet. Spooderman. My Spooderman's like a 20% win rate, chat. I fucking suck. I love how everybody wants to play him, but then they play him once or twice and they're like, no, thank you, I'm out. Iron Fist has a 1% win rate. You wouldn't know that with the amount of whining I see on Twitter. People whine about this character so much. Oh my god. That's crazy. All the healer mains are like, Iron Fist is impossible to beat. What? How is Storm pick less than Iron Fist? Are you kidding me? What's interesting is that she is picked less than 1% of people. Has a 50% win rate, which means that people are like getting efficient with her, the people that do pick her, and she's under 50, and they buffed her. I think, here's my prediction, chat, after this season. This is probably going to go up to like 6 to 8%, and this is going to go up to like 53%, and they're going to have to nerf her. Because I think she's fine as is. Half of that stat is literally you? It might be. It might be, man. Cool. I'm really curious where it's going to go. We'll see. I think Groot's in a good spot. Yeah, dude. Okay, here's the outliers. Here are the people that are trash. Black Widow makes sense. Wait, was Black Widow worse than Storm? Yep. That's so funny. 37% win rate. Yeah, she needs something else. She really needs something else, for real. Squirrel Girl. Okay, that's probably why they changed her ult, right? Because, like, her basic damage is really strong. Her CC is really good, too. She's not very good at handling people that get on her if she doesn't have her cooldowns, but she's good at running from them. I'm really curious. I think Squirrel Girl will go up by a good 5 or 6% if her ultimate does a lot of damage, because her ultimate does feel kind of lackluster. Do you know how you counter Squirrel Girl's ultimate, chat? I went and did some testing. You literally just jump. If you jump, the hitbox is so low on it that it will go underneath your feet and you'll take 0 damage. You can just vault that shit. You just jump. You hit spacebar. You don't even have to hit spacebar and go forward. You just spacebar, dude. It's kind of crazy. But if people are getting chased down by this might become more of an issue for them and they might actually kill it. Moon Knight makes sense because Moon Knight to me is like a skill check character. I bet this would actually go lower after a while. Because a lot of people like play in the shadows and then don't clear the onks. Okay, I don't know. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about the patch notes after reading this. I think they did a good job. After seeing this and now seeing the patch notes, that's fascinating. Let's go check out what it's like in Grandmaster and see if there's any like big disparities. Oh, Iron Fist up here. High win rate. Wow. Kind of crazy what happens when you put a character that can run it down in the hands of a good player, right? Adam Warlock makes sense. He is so good when you play with good players. Let me check bronze. I'll check bronze after this. I'm down. I just want to see Storm real quick. Where's she at? Where's my girl? 50% win rate. Although, picked more, a little bit more. Well, Grandmaster and above is 2 ranks, right? That makes sense. Wait, am I almost a Grandmaster? Wait, am I almost a Grandmaster player? Holy shit, I didn't even realize that. I'm literally 1 division away. I kind of want to get it before the new season hits. One of these days, I'm going to log in. I'm going to eat like 14 energy drinks, chat, and I'm going to go hard and just carry everybody with my comms. Okay. Let's see who's the worst here. Widowmaker, Squirrel Girl. Stop your talking and start playing, bro. I gotta take tonight off. I've been gaming too much, and we have a subathon next week. Yeah, it seemed to mirror pretty much. I don't see any outliers. Let's go check out bronze. You guys ready? Let's see what bronze looks like. Yeah, Mantis would destroy. Hela would destroy. Penny Parker would absolutely destroy in bronze. Wait, what was Penny in diamond? Because I think Penny's actually really good, and people talk shit on her. Where's Penny? Excuse me? Am I blind? Yeah. Yep. I think Penny is way underrated as a tank. Rivals-a-thon. I'm going to try my best to not only play Rivals during my next subathon, chat. I'm going to try really hard. But it will be hard not to. League is going to be my backup, and then I want to play a 3rd game. I thought about playing HOTS for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. I want to compete, and then I want to beat Yakuza. That's what I want to do this subathon. Okay. Add a Warlock. Loki would be destructive in bronze, because Loki is a skill check as well. Because, like, if you don't know how he works, you just kind of, like, ignore him, right? Next on starts when? Probably my aim for, like, next Wednesday or Tuesday. Yeah, next week. It's next week. We'll figure out when we get a little bit closer. I need to schedule it out, because I have my anniversary with my girlfriend. We're on 3 years. On the 24th. And then I need to go to Texas to hang out with the other side. We're going to do pole dancing. And then I'm there for a couple days. And streaming with him. Okay, let's look through this. Luna Snow, Spider-Man. What is the worst offender in bronze? Oh, a little bit higher of a win rate in bronze. Huh. It seems like the numbers are actually kind of similar. There's a couple of, like, slotted here and there. Storm has a 48% win rate. You would think Storm would destroy in bronze. Why wouldn't she destroy in bronze? I'm actually so perplexed. You literally just walk over and hit E and you probably get kills because people can't aim, right? You don't have to aim on Storm. I mean, you do to, like, clean up people in a pinch, and you have to, like, kind of predict things. I just realized the reason why I kick ass in Storm is because she's similar to Chromie, where you have to, like, know where people are going to go. Like, you need to understand their escape routes. You need to look at their strafes and read them and then punish them. Interesting. Okay, let's get off this, chat. Let's get off this. I'll stare at this all day. This is really cool. I'm down to look at this in Season 1. The thing I want to talk about is I do believe, this is my bet and my challenge to you all, chat. If I am wrong, I will give 5 subs to stream on Season 2, okay? Or their next big patch, if they have a patch in the middle. This will go up to about 5 or 6%. I know, it's a massive jump, but I'm willing to believe this. 5 to 6%, and I think she'll be around like a 54% win rate. That's my bet. If I am off by 2%, I will get 5 subs. Okay? That's my bet to you guys.